everybody, it's Sandy and I'm here with the new supermoon rose reading, and the Alchemy Bowl of Mastery wanted to be part of this process today. So hi Maureen, hi Liz, hi Paula, hi Joanne, hi Maya. So we're in this amazing alchemical pot that is taking us to the winter solstice and the Jupiter Saturn conjunction, which marks a real turning point in our journey through this extraordinary year of 2020. And this new supermoon at 23 degrees of Scorpio is another one of these major pulse points that is taking us into this process. And every time we come to another one of these full and new moons, it is activating another aspect of our story that is shown up in our natal chart astrology. Obviously, each of these full and new moons activates a different house, activates a different geometry of your individual chart that said, you know, for me, like, here I am, I'm Sandy, I've arrived. So this template in the heavens is activated for us at a unique way. Hi Catherine, hi Lauren. That brings us the juice, if you like, brings us the unique piece of the puzzle that we are still working with, and that we bring ourselves open to that extra piece of activation and information. So this is a time when it is super important to be aware of what's happening on the screen of your life, what's coming up. Hi Agnes. You know, for your attention, what is potent, what are the messages, where are the energy charges still going off inside that can way show you to anything that needs to be refined and aligned as we move into this more yin time of the year and into this unique point in our evolutionary cycle that we are stepping into. The Sabian symbol for this new moon is after having heard an inspired individual deliver his Sermon on the Mount, crowds are returning home. And I really feel that for those of us that have been working on our inner landscape, working with diligence with our inner processes and our tools that we have in the tool bag, we have learnt, we have absorbed. I know many of us are absolutely zoomed out. You know, we have had the opportunity, I mean, as I have, to share the Rose classes over Zoom, but also, you know, to enjoy some of the other offerings that have been on Zoom this year. And, you know, we've had the opportunity to absorb a lot of classes and information and connection with different teachers and wisdom traditions. Now is the time to incubate it, to bring it back in, to bring it into us as a known experience, and to allow that to refine and upshift our 3D physical body at a cellular level. This place of upshift, this place of raising our frequency. And absolutely what we must do is to keep ourselves in that loving place and out of fear. Fear is what drops at your vibration and allows for your immune system to be lowered, and keeps you out of this place of flying high, of keeping this verticality, keeping this alignment within self, where you are trusting absolutely with your very being that there is no happenstance, that this is all unfolding in perfection. And although we might see what's being revealed on and shown us through mainstream media or through the more regular media outlets, that things are not improving, but my feeling is that there are such pockets of light emerging now that we will see perhaps a bumpy ride for the next few months, but we will see a steady increase in the light quotient on the earth. And those of us that have been here as contract to hold that anchor point of light in the locality that we have been beautifully placed in. You know, there is no happenstance, where each one of us has been placed in the landscape, that it is here for us to anchor these keys and codes of light, anchor the truth of the rose heart, anchor the truth of the golden flame of the higher heart field, this pure Christ consciousness energy that's wanting to really embed on the earth plane through each and every one of our activated heart fields, so that we can be love in action, we can be a loving presence and an anchor point, a place of safety, of sustained clarity for those that are steadily awakening from slumber, that are steadily awakening to the light that they've come to hold in the world. So this is a beautiful time to be alive, and one that we signed up for without a doubt. So this new moon at 23 degrees of Scorpio, Scorpio is a very deep, watery sign, is calling us into this place of rebirth, renewal, and perhaps to also have that moment to review where we've been in this last year, where from an evolutionary perspective we have been able to find a path of mastery through our own unique and individual challenges that have presented themselves in this global experience, shall we say. So the reflection of being able to see what it is that you came to master, what it was with your soul script, what it was that you came in as a soul code to carry, what it is that you came in to this birth family of origin to experience, and for that to have set you out on this journey of discovery to master this particular aspect of your very being. For me, it was to find my voice and to find a steadiness and an empowerment to be a voice for the re-empowerment of the divine feminine principle on the earth. And the path of the roses has been part of my journey. Many of you know I spent 18 years designing and making couture wedding dresses with silk and antique French textile, working with the sacred union aspect of our journey through creating beauty and ceremonial dresses that were for purpose, in weaving the sacred energies of the masculine feminine together, but in that process also having the privilege of seeing or listening and seeing a soul story. Each one of those brides that came into my shop to have their dress designed and made told me their story, and I got to read the energy of the body and see the dynamic between her and her mother, her and her sisters, her and her father perhaps, and sometimes the groom as well. What was the attractor factor of her spectrum of vibration that she carried that magnetized the sacred other that she was going to journey with? So my journey has always been about the path of beauty and the heart and the attractor factor that attracts to us the people and the experiences and the opportunities that come on our path to activate us, to illuminate us, and to illuminate a pathway of love and light, to help us come home to ourselves, the sacred homecoming that we have sought ever since we came into body. So hi Charlie, hi Lynn Marie, hi Ashley. Let's see what the wisdom of the roses has to offer us as an insight and a salve on the heart at this particular point in our journey as we enter into this new supermoon. And a supermoon is when the moon, even if it's in the dark phase of the moon, is at its closest to Earth, so it has more of an influence on our emotional realm. And again, Scorpio is a water sign. It's a deep, watery depths, you know, that has passion. It can inform us of deeper hidden aspects of ourselves. So here in the UK, as you could probably see through my window, it is turbulent. It is high winds, rain, and the leaves are being very, very much removed from the trees, stripped from the trees. So let's see what the roses have to offer us. So we're asking them for their wisdom and their insight at this point. So this beautiful rose, Rose Mar 2, is the first rose to come forward today. And here she is. She says, I am abundant. And what you have to recognize is that the I am statement in front of everything is this embodiment, the call to embody that energy. So this rose is very unique in the Rose Oracle. And, you know, she sits and she has her stem. You see the root of this. And yet this effortless expansion upwards. And so this feeling of abundance, this feeling of anything being possible is what she's calling us to really anchor that in, to really feel that in the depths of our being. You know, and we could see this root, this stem going down into the base second chakra, into the root of our very being. And this rising of self-love, self-value, self-esteem that comes up and blossoms within the heart and then allows us to share the truth of who we are and to inspire others. Oh, thanks, Paula. Yeah, total coordination. So this is our first rose. I am abundant. Just breathe her in and allow her to fill you at a cellular level, to know that you are abundant. And let's see what the second rose might be that wants to come forward in the reading. So let's see. So, Rose Angel 11, we have some amazing roses that have come forward for this reading. This is the Golden Heart, and she says, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and end of your search, and I hand you the golden key. This is the rose that activates when we have transmuted the 5 wounds to love, the 5 heart wounds of abandonment, betrayal, denial, judgment and separation. So that's abandonment on the base 2nd chakra, betrayal on the solar plexus, denial on the throat, judgment into the 3rd eye, separation on the crown. And when we have transmuted those to self-love, self-value, self-esteem, to trust, to truth, to forgiveness and to surrender, then we can rest within the golden heart that opens to allow us to rest and enter within. So this is just a stunningly beautiful rose to work with. These 2 roses together really expand the auric field and open the heart. They open the potential of our next phase of presencing within the body. Because we know that whatever we shift in here, whatever aspect of the diamond of our hearts that we polish, the outer landscape has to mirror that back. It is not possible that it doesn't. So hi Janet, hi Carolyn. Let's see what our 3rd rose is that wants to come forward to create the trinity of energies that come forward for this reading. So, oh, hi Joe, thank you, thank you. And the 3rd rose is Rose Angel 6. And Rose Angel 6 sits on the throat chakra. And she is this rising energy that comes from the heart and shares of her truth from a heartfelt place. When we are filled with this kind of energy, we have to be a voice of truth in the world. We have to share of our insights. We have to share of our wisdom. This is the path of rising into the truth of who we really are. This place of the healing of the heart wounds and this sitting into the sacral, this place of self-love, self-value, self-esteem, which sits at the root, the very root and foundation of you being able to rise in truth and share from that place of authentic presence. And this is the calling. There is no wriggle room now. We know that when we don't speak from truth, there is a cost at an energetic level within the body. There is a contraction, and there is a particular note, a feeling that goes off as we recognize when someone else isn't speaking truth. So we recognize it's a vibration that comes through. And this is the refinement. This is part of the refinement process that we've all been going through this year. Refining this instrument. This is all we need. This is what tells us absolutely when to speak, who to speak to, when it's appropriate. This is the path of mastery. The master knows when to speak and when to hold silent, when silence is more powerful than speaking. And so she comes to tell us that, and also to remind us that when we don't speak, when we know that we should have spoken, the energy of denial works both ways. We deny our expression, but we deny another from knowing us truly and knowing our truth. So, and sometimes that alone was the most important thing that they needed to hear, because it would have changed their lives. So the other thing to say, of course, when we speak from the heart, it is received by the heart. So this is just an incredible combination of energies for us to work with today. I am abundant. It is absorbed at every cell of my very body. Every cell resonates to its original blueprint for health and vitality, and I am abundant. The golden heart, I activate and open in the healing of the heart wounds. So I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and end of your search, and I hand you the golden key. And from that place of mastery, I speak my truth. I speak from my heart. I speak of my essence. So there we go. These are our roses to work with. And as ever, if you have the Rose Oracle, you can put all three of these, or one of them, if there is one that particularly resonates for you at this point, with a glass of water, and create like an essence, an energetically charged rose water, which you can drink. And by all means, keep them on your body, pop them by your bed, under your pillow, to really activate and take these amazing pure love frequencies into this new moon energy, and allow this to be a real pulse point of renewal for you as we move towards this winter solstice. We need to be traveling light and as light as we enter that winter solstice portal, and this will allow us to step into what is being offered by that time. It closes a gateway, it opens a gateway for another 200 years and another 800-year cycle. This is huge, and we're coming into that sort of last 40 days of this process. Hopefully not in the wilderness, but we're in this closing piece, and we have this full moon, this new moon, the next full moon, and we have another new moon before we enter into that. So just listen and allow the energy of this is a violet or a gold alchemy bowl, and allow her to just be received. You don't have to go out to meet her. Just allow her to be received, and she has the 3 of the roses from this month's reading, or this new moon's reading, that will be on the carrier wave of the sound. So there we are. Thank you so much for joining me, and with much love and rosy blessings to you. Bye for now.